lights. We're breaking the news, taking on the fights. Iceman's in charge, the truth at the core. Holster up, free bird and box, ready for more. Tune in, log on, feel the thrill, uncensored and real. It's the realest of wheels. Motor Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. From the streets to the studio, laughter ignites. Unfiltered, we chat about wrongs and rights. Criminal tales with a twist of the funny. In the chaos of badges, we take the money. In midweek madness, we own the scene. With the wit of the wise, we reign supreme. Motor Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. Come ride with gear, let's hit the ground running. With the Motor Cop Chronicles, the laughter's just starting.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This site is for educational purposes only.
All right, listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with. You'll be laughing one minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening, all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Holstera was here. Somebody called him. He said something about his dog. I don't know what happened. The camera went blank and he was gone. So maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully his dog's okay. Freebird's not going to be here tonight. He's probably out booting somebody. What's up, AA Ron? Welcome, James, Billy. Glad y'all all here. Like I said, Holstera was right over there just a minute ago. Like I said, I'll leave it blank if he comes back. Hope everybody's having a good week. We're dealing with goats. We had another goat since the last show. Wednesday, kidded. She only had one, thank God, but it was not an emergency situation. I went out to feed them, and I had an extra baby goat. If you follow on TikTok, you can go on. If you got TikTok, I made a Go Goats page. That's spelled GEAUX. Go Goats TikTok page. It's just the goats. You can go look on there. I've been putting videos up on the goats. So, the housekeeping. If anybody wants any merchandise, it's one of my shirts. If you're a Gen Xer, you can go to Etsy or the website and check it out. If you want extra Motor Cop Chronicle stuff, you can go to Patreon and join up there. If you can't, totally understand. Times are tough for everybody still. Speaking of our Patreons, we got CHP Road Dog, our full crew member, Miss Stacy McClendon. I'll hang around, Miss Kelly Meyer, Jared Nitrous, Motor Cop for Life, Mr. William Gibo Jr. from New York, Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Y'all go check out his handmade cutting boards. We got Mr. Hoppy Hobson, Blake Walker, Roy Spalding, and our favorite girl from down under, JoJo. Appreciate every single one of y'all. So, I don't have anything else to say. We'll jump into it. Oh, I don't want to forget. Oh, you're here. The Predator has arrived. Roy P. He's actually going to be able to hear about his date. So let's jump into Roy's corner. Let's see what Roy Spalding has to tell us this week.
Welcome to Roy's.
Not Duke.
Did you know corner, where Roy will let us know something that is totally useless, and we will have information living in our minds, rent-free for no good reason at all. So shut the fuck up and listen to what Roy has to tell us. Did you know that the slogan on New Hampshire license plates is "Live, Free, or Die"? Ironically, prisoners at the state penitentiary in Concord make the state's license plates. That, my friends, is called karma.
I didn't know it was, of course, AI says live. It's "Live, Free, or Die" on their license plate. Did not know it said that. They make the fucking inmates make them. So that's pretty good. Now we're going over to Roy P. We remember we all got voted. He got voted on, and his date for last week was this lovely young lady. Her right here. She got arrested for threatening ICE agents. Let's pull this up over here. I actually found a story on
walked out
right
of
here.
court just a short time ago after she was charged with threatening to kill federal agents in Medford. Prosecutors say she tried to interfere with an immigration arrest.
She is free now, but under orders to stay away from
She's free because Roy P. bonded her out.
federal agents. WBZ's Samantha Cheney is live for us in South Boston, outside of the courthouse, with the very latest on this. Samantha.
David, it was a really emotional day for the defendant. Before coming out into the courtroom today, we could actually hear her screaming and crying from her holding cell. Her attorney told us that's because she's absolutely terrified of serving time
You should think about that before you break the law.
in prison. Do you want to talk about what happened? 37-year-old Bethany Terrell walked out of court today, refusing to comment on the federal charge she now faces for allegedly threatening to kill a federal agent during an ICE arrest 2 weeks ago. Ma'am, do you want to talk about what happened?
I don't want to talk about anything. We have no comment. If you could stop following us, it would be great.
On September 29th, prosecutors say she was at the Malden District Court for a separate restraining order case when she got involved in an ICE arrest happening outside. Court documents say she was belligerent and aggressive, pushing through the agents, taking video on her cell phone, and yelling.
Septum ring says it all, right? Right there. You know, I don't know what the fuck that tattoo is.
Quote, ICE is here, you guys are monsters, this is insane. Agents say body-worn cameras and cell phone video also caught the woman yelling, quote, Charlie Kirk died and we love it. We're coming for you, gonna kill you. Ma'am, did you make the threat? In court today, prosecutors asked the judge to keep her in custody, calling the threat more than mere words. He referred to her as a merchant of mayhem who aimed to incite violence against federal agents. The judge agreed that this was a serious crime of violence, but released her, saying she has no history of violent crime.
Now today, the defendant,
So anyway, that was Roy's date we saw made the news. She this is her right here with her tattoo and stuff like that. Roy did call in, tell us about his date. Yes, Roy. Roy says he has that effect. He makes women scream. He does, but it's not in pleasure. It is out of fear of being stalked. Let's hear if Roy had a great time or not.
I was sitting at the Waffle House halfway through a plate of scattered, smothered, and covered when the motor cop crew called. Roy P., they said, we got one for you. She's locked up for making threats toward ICE agents. Think you can handle that? Now, when the crew calls, it usually means trouble wrapped in a bail bond. But this one felt different. I pull up to the parish jail, paperwork in hand, whistling like always, but the minute she stepped out, my whistle died in my throat. She had a black tattoo sprawled across her forehead, looked like some kind of gothic bat or dark crown, and a silver ring hanging right through the center of her nose. Another sparkled by her lip, her eyes locked on me like she was already sizing up which bone she'd start with if dinner ran late. Roy P., she asked, voice smooth but sharp, you the one coming to free me? I gulped so hard the deputy behind the counter chuckled. Yeah, yep, that's me. Welcome to freedom, sorta. The second she climbed in my PT Cruiser, I swear the temperature dropped 10 degrees. She didn't say a word for the first 5 miles, just stared straight ahead, that forehead tattoo glinting in the streetlights like it had its own pulse. Then she finally spoke. They shouldn't have come for me. I told those ICE agents what was coming. What was coming? I asked, wishing I hadn't. She smiled. Not a nice smile, but the kind you see before a thunderstorm hits. Justice, she whispered. Every instinct in my body screamed, get out, Roy. But I was stuck between her and the door lock. She made me stop at an abandoned gas station. Said she needed to collect her energy. I didn't know if that meant gas, demons, or both. While she was outside chanting something to the wind, I texted the motor cop crew, y'all owe me hazard pay. This chick's talking to ghosts or ICE agent spirits, I don't know. Freebird just replied with a laughing emoji. Thanks, brothers. When she got back in, she leaned close enough for me to smell incense and fear. She asked me if I was a Trump supporter. With this look of evil in her eyes, I responded that I indeed was. Drool stayed to form in the corners of her mouth as she sat there muttering under her breath. I drove the rest of the way in silence, clutching the steering wheel so tight the fake leather started to creak. When I finally pulled up to her place, if you can call a boarded-up duplex a place, she turned to me and said, you are a no-good Trump-loving shithead, Roy. I just smiled at her. You see, when I picked her up, and she said she was very thirsty, and I gave her my drink that I had in the car, full of ice and cold. You see, Iceman called and warned me she was a liptard, so the ice in the cup was frozen. Piss me and Iceman made beforehand. She was slurping that lemonade down. Hope the cunt enjoyed it. Let's see what y'all throw at me next. Then she stepped out, slammed the door, and disappeared into the dark. I sat there for a good 10 minutes, staring at that tattooed silhouette vanish between the flickering porch lights. Finally, I said out loud, never again, Roy, never again. But deep down, I knew the motor cop crew would call again, and I'd probably answer.
Oh, y'all know he'll answer. But we did make some piss ice cubes, so I hope she found them delicious. Drinking the piss ice cubes. So let's see who we got up in store this week. Since Roy struck out with the liptard, kind of happens when you give people pee to drink. So we got number one candidate right here. She got arrested for failure to appear for speeding and reckless operation warrants. Number 2, she got arrested for domestic violence. And number 3, she got arrested for assault with bodily injury. So we got a warrant, FTA, domestic violence, and more violence. So who we gonna pick? 1, 2, or 3? What y'all got? I'm gonna go with number 2. I like her eyes. Roy P's voting for his own. He's voting for number 1. So we got 1 for number 1, 1 for number 2 so far. What y'all got? I texted Holster. He texted back. Hope he's okay. Number 3, because she's got to throw hands with Roy. Yeah, you're right about that. So we got 1 each. Brian says he's going with number 1. Welcome in, Brian. And James says he's going with number 2. Them eyes. I said that dark hair with the blue eyes. It just does something. Hobbies. We're completely tied down here. We got 2s. Everybody's. We need a tie-breaking vote. You already voted for 1, Roy. You can't be just like switching your vote. This ain't the Democratic polling station. You just can't be like switching your vote up after you done cast your vote. The fuck? Can't do that shit. Who's gonna decide the tie-breaking vote? 1, 2, or 3? Whoever does it will be the choice. No, yes, right. He can't switch. I mean, he's trying to cheat. You see that? Yeah, I agree with you, James. Like I said, she's got some eyes on her. She needs to brush her hair a little bit. Looks like she got a little static going on over there with those eyes. And she got 1 ring right here in her nose, and she's got 3 earrings in each one of her ears. Your dog says number 1. Roy, stop being mean to people. He's just being truthful. You can't be switching your vote up. You can't switch your vote up. Nobody else? So we're going to go down a 3-way tie? Come on, 1 more vote. 1 more. Nobody. Nobody. Okay. Well, I guess we'll leave it up to the lottery then, since we got a 3-way tie. Her hair looks like that when you leave her house, Roy, because she was trying to pull it out because the cops were taking too long to get there. That's why her hair's messed up like that. Or she was hiding under the bed from you. So, all right. Guess we'll all be surprised next week. We'll see what happens. Hell, maybe he'll go on a date with all 3. I don't know if I got enough time to do that long. That'll be half the podcast by itself. Or we'll have to do a short one and then put the continuation on the Patreon. So, we'll jump into it. I don't know. People here in Louisiana and Mississippi have heard. We had a crash right inside of Mississippi. And there's a truckload full of monkeys. Primates. From Tulane, I believe. These monkeys had been infected with gonorrhea and syphilis. Why? I don't know why they did this to these poor monkeys or whatever, but they did. So, like, all these monkeys I think they still got 2 or 3 of them loose already. They're still looking for them. Of course, you know, this is the South, Mississippi South. People will try to pet shit or shoot it and eat it. Do not shoot the monkeys if you see it and try to eat the syphilis and gonorrhea affected monkeys. So we're going to watch a video. Here we go.
Just a short time ago after she was charged with threatening
Not
to
his date.
kill federal.
urgent search for dangerous research monkeys that escaped from the wreckage of a crash.
This one's just hanging out like, hey, I need some penicillin to get rid of this syphilis y'all gave me. It's like, it's just hanging out. It's like, hey, motherfucker, y'all infected me with these venereal diseases and STDs, and now you gonna crash the truck?
The Mississippi Highway.
We got 21 monkeys that was on this. We got 5 of them on the run.
Video showing several monkeys crawling in the grass. Heavily armed officers responding to
it's real.
Authorities say a truck carrying nearly 24 rhesus monkeys from Tulane University overturned on Interstate 59 in Jasper County.
Here's one of the monkeys right here. There's one sitting right there.
At least 6 monkeys escaping.
The motherfucker probably got whiplash. He needs to call Gordon and get him a good attorney so he can sue for being involved, the passenger in this crash. It's an 18-wheeler company. You can get all kind of money.
Officials warning they might be aggressive towards people
I
and
guess
potentially infected with hepatitis C, herpes, and COVID.
They may have to neutralize something out here in a minute.
And we got COVID monkeys.
Confirming all but one of the escaped monkeys had been euthanized for public safety reasons, adding they're still actively searching for that one monkey still on the loose. Well, the monkeys that did not escape from the truck are said to be okay.
Jeez, and they gave him COVID, too. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with people? I don't know what kind of monkeys they were. But I did find some other videos. Some people were able to interview some of the monkeys, and here's those videos.
I ain't got no hepatitis or COVID. What the heck are you even talking about, lady? You're saying you're healthy? Healthy as anybody here. Now, can I go?
See, I mean, he's fine. That monkey says he's fine. I'm just glad he survived the crash. What about this one?
What's good, Internet? It's your boy, former test subject 4B, now free-range legend. We out here in whatever this is supposed to be. Mississippi? Bruh, it smelled like boiled ditch water and broken dreams. And half a corn dog. Yeah, thanks, Tammy. Exhibit A, that upside-down truck back there. Humans spilled us everywhere like a bag of croutons.
I mean, those seem to be okay, too. So I think they still got one more. Y'all watch out for it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they infected. To me, that's just cruelty. I mean, these fucking monkeys didn't do that to nobody. Y'all injecting them with shit and stuff like that. You gave them a venereal disease. Why? Why give them COVID? It's like, y'all remember that movie, was that Pandemic or 13 Monkeys or 12, something like that? I mean, it's like, are y'all trying to recreate this shit in real life? And just, I mean, thank God they didn't have something else, or if they did, they sure ain't going to tell us, will they? So, anyway, if you're in Mississippi area, Louisiana border area, you see a monkey, stay clear away from the monkey. You hear that, Roy? Next, I got this man who was making threats towards the police, and then he actually injured some and ran them over. In his, this dude sounded like he's fucking crazy.
Pulls behind a Mercedes G-Wagon Friday afternoon. Girl. The woman behind the camera appears shocked once a Mercedes backs into the Plymouth.
As far as I know, is G-Wagons are very expensive, even used ones. Roy says he'll volunteer to be studied for STDs. No, he says he's clean, but that's what he says.
Township police car in the parking lot of the Doubletree Hotel. Watch as the driver of that 2021 Mercedes backs up again. The office.
I know it must have been a four-wheel drive because it pushed that Tahoe out the way like it was nothing. Because if you see, the tires wasn't even spinning on Tahoe. He just pushed it completely out the way. Now,
officer is still inside his cruiser. The impact pushes the police SUV backwards.
At this point, the cop gets out of the car. You know the dude's going to run if he just pushed you out the way. My thing is, why would you... don't get out the car. Yours isn't immobilized at this point. You can still chase him. And this dude's acting all crazy. So he gets out the car.
The officer screams.
I don't think the cop put the car in park, because now his car is now rolling, the police car.
Driver to show his hands. The cruiser moves back again.
No, bad guy's coming back at him now. He should have been firing shots at this point. He does fire shots, but not right at this moment.
His weapon drawn, the officer demands the driver to get out. Girl. He does not. The cruiser is slammed again. The officer again tries to get the suspect out. It sounds like 6 shots are fired, and then those behind the camera realize the officer is badly hurt.
He ran over the cop. Unfortunately, I don't think the bad guy got hit.
Oh my God, the police officer. According to court documents, the woman recording and her friend tried to help the officer, but that car came back again and struck him again.
So the dude came back and then ran over him again.
21-year-old Dalton Januzek was arrested only after he hit another set of patrol cars as police tried to apprehend him. Once out of the vehicle, police say...
My thing is he ran over the cop again, then he done hit more patrol cars. Why is this dude not full of holes? This piece of shit right here. With his stupid smile on his face. You know what's going to happen, right? They're going to find him incompetent to stand trial because obviously he's crazy. And he ain't going to do no time. He'll go to a mental hospital for a year or two and they'll fucking let him out.
Januzek told police, "Put me in the car or I'll kill you." Januzek appeared in court over the weekend. He asked the judge to give him the name of the type of court hearing that he was appearing in. And he told the judge he was a LaSalle High School college graduate and spent 2 years at Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles. An online profile shows...
There's a problem right there. He spent too much fucking time in California.
...as part of the rowing team. He didn't tell a judge why he left school or his job at a local restaurant, but told the judge he was living off his savings and his investments. A public defender for the 21-year-old argued for bail, but prosecutors told a judge no bail would keep the public or police safe. Prosecutors say Januzek was in Chester County. They say he threatened to blow up a police station and had several traffic issues, they say, in multiple townships just before critically injuring officers who were trying to apprehend him.
Officers, more than one. Like I said, he should have got ventilated. This dude should have, had lead poisoning. Not sitting here with this stupid look on his face. Hopefully, some big motherfucker in prison finds him attractive with his blonde hair and blue eyes and stretches his asshole out to where it'll never be right again. That when he farts, it sounds like a fucking echo coming out. That's right. I hope he gets ass raped in prison.
Now, sources tell us a hotel room here was searched, the room that Januzek was believed to be staying in the days leading up to this incident. We did a criminal records check for him and found that up until June, he had no criminal record, and that's when a series of significant traffic incidents had appeared on his record, but nothing as serious as attempted murder of a police officer, one of the several charges he's facing now. In Plymouth Township, Deanna.
Like I said, he should have never made it to the jail. It's just a piece of shit. Stupid. They'll come up with some excuse wherever this is at, especially if it's some woke-ass blue fucking area. Because they don't care about the police. Too bad none of them bullets hit him. Next, we're going to go, I think this is in Florida. Six so far have been fired for cheating. We got cheating cops. Of course, these are admin people, not foot
County
patrol.
Sheriff's Office are gone after an academic cheating scandal. Today, the sheriff discussed the results of an internal affairs investigation that revealed several high-ranking officials on the command staff cheated on academic coursework. Fox 13's Kylie Jones is joining us live with the latest on the investigation. Kylie.
Well, Haley, the sheriff denied knowing anything about what he called a paper writing service like this, but more than 6,000 pages of files revealed a pattern among some of the agency's top officials using this so-called paper writer.
So they were using some guy to write, I don't know, some kind of papers for them, I guess, for some test they were taking and promote up. Like I said, these are administration people. These are in white shirts, These are desk jockeys. These aren't people out on the streets pounding and beating stuff like that.
to ultimately help bolster their resumes. Sheriff Chronister says they paid the price with their careers. 6 of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Command staff are off the force, and their careers in law enforcement are over after an investigation into academic cheating.
There's no one in this office, including me, that's irreplaceable.
It all began in July with a tip revealing screenshots of emails between Chief Deputy Anthony Collins and a so-called paper writer named Robert Rausch. Chronister says Collins admitted that Rausch wrote papers as part of his coursework for the FBI National Academy. Collins resigned before a formal investigation could be launched. HCSO later launched a broader internal investigation.
See, white shirts, what I'm talking about. Dude looks young as shit, too. My thing is, was that colonel? He's a fucking colonel or something. And people wonder why, like, the foot soldiers, the beat cops, the people out there actually putting in the fucking work, a lot of times have no respect for upper management. This is why. I guarantee you this man right here didn't deserve a motherfucking thing where he was at. They never put the people that do best at these jobs, in my opinion, they put their time in out on the streets. They came up through the ranks. As long as you don't forget where you came from.
Into academic dishonesty.
We even flew investigators up to New Hampshire to meet with the paper writer and interview him, where he admitted writing papers for every one of the employees involved.
More than 6,000 pages of files revealed more high-ranking officials cheated on coursework for other academic classes with the help of Rausch.
They were my trusted advisors. They were the individuals responsible for driving the culture, policy, procedure, and establishing this level of professionalism.
Emails revealed conversations between Rausch and some of these officials talking about completing assignments. In some cases, metadata on some of the files showed Rausch was the author.
He was the author of these papers. A lot of people ask me, do you think he was a tutor? He may have been a tutor, but what we do know at this point is some people took it too far.
Captain Laura Rivera and Colonels Christopher Rule and Michael Hannaford resigned. Captains Zuli Stearns and Marvin Johnson were fired.
What occurred here was not about a lack of ability or care. It was a shortcut, a moment of poor...
No, that's a lack of ability or care. Because if they actually cared or had the ability to do it, they wouldn't have fucking done it. They wouldn't have cheated. They had somebody else do their work for them. Kind of like the people below them does the work and makes them look good. Glad they got caught. Glad they're going to hopefully they should never, but hopefully they will never wear a badge again.
Judgment, a choice that, while wrong, was not malicious.
Amidst this, the sheriff's office got a different complaint about double dipping, clocking in at HCSO and clocking off-duty hours at the same time. The sheriff says they discovered Major James Jackson accepted gratuities and violated several procedures. Jackson announced his retirement at the beginning of the month.
Oh, so he was accepting gifts, it sounds like that one too.
But Chronister says he would have been terminated.
We have almost 4,000 employees. The actions of a few will never define the professionalism of this agency.
The state attorney's office confirmed that those top officials who were involved in the academic dishonesty investigation have been placed on the Brady list, meaning their credibility could be called into question in court, ultimately meaning this could potentially impact cases that they're involved in.
Means they can't be trusted.
Chronister was also
it's obvious.
asked, why not bring in an outside agency to investigate this? Well, he said an agency like the FDLE or the FBI wouldn't have access to any more emails or information than his office had access to. The sheriff says at this point he doesn't believe anyone else was involved.
Yeah, he said he don't believe anybody else involved. How you know? I guarantee you it just wasn't these 6. You better start looking at your whole command staff there, Sheriff. To me, tests and stuff like that is fine and dandy. I know some people that are great test takers. But that don't mean you can, just because you can pass the test don't mean you're right for the job or can do the job. It means you're good at taking fucking tests. How many smart people do y'all know? I know some smart people. I know some very highly educated, educated people. Got doctorates and stuff like that, PhDs and stuff like that. Yeah, they pretty book smart, but you know what? A lot of them don't have any fucking common sense. I'd rather be around people with common sense than a bunch of book smart motherfuckers. Okay. Just my opinion on that also. But I'm glad they're gone. Hopefully, like I said, never wear a badge again. This next one, I'll just play it and then we'll talk about it because I have some shit to say about it too. Oh, also, Holster probably won't be back. He did text me back what happened. I think his dog got out of his fence because he does have a chain link fence around his entire house and his yard. His dog got out and unfortunately got hit by a car and passed away. Didn't make it, and he's in the process of burying his dog now. So I know how that can feel, and it's not just like losing a family member. So that's what happened with Holster this evening. So we're gonna head over to Massachusetts and their police academy.
To allegations of bullying, abuse, and harsh treatment at a Cape Cod police academy. WBZ's Louisa Moeller is in the Satellite Center with what she's uncovered.
We reported in March that there were allegations of misconduct at the East Falmouth Police Training Academy. Well, now we have the state investigative report into that academy. And the report lays out multiple instances where it says that training was used as punishment, student officers were bullied, student officers were physically injured, and their equipment damaged.
Student officers. First of all, it's a fucking recruit. Okay? That's a student officer. The fuck? They were bullied. Motherfucker, you're in police academy to be a cop, okay? How do you think people are going to treat you on the street, especially criminals? You're worried about they're you calling it bullying. They're trying to prepare you to what you're going to fucking encounter in the job. You think it's rainbow and unicorn farts out there? You're going to get cussed at, called names. People want to talk about your mom, your kids, everything else out there. And you saying they're bullying you. Okay?
That respect is earned, and it's earned by participating alongside the recruits.
Bullshit. I don't care who this motherfucker is. He was a training director out there, whatever. No. You don't earn they earn respect by being beside the... No. I respected my instructors if they knew their shit and was teaching me how to do something. They didn't earn it because they worked next to me. No, I had to earn their respect. I had to earn the other cops' respect. And this ain't giving between doing it. Welcome to the world of why they're putting out pussy cops on the street and why people are getting hurt.
Former Massachusetts State Police trainer Todd McGee says good law enforcement training is built on mutual respect.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Guess what? When I went through police academy, none of my instructors gave a flying fuck if I respected them. I had to earn their respect. When I went to the agency I was working for now, and I went with a new person that had never been to law enforcement before. The guy that... the training guy out there, I knew him. I helped teach his shield school and SWAT. I knew him for a very long time. We were right at the firing range. I had to go qualify when I went out there. Of course, I qualified first try. This dude did not qualify. I don't see how you can come out of the military. I guess you can shoot a rifle, but fucking pistol shit is different. But anyway, we were at lunch or something, and captain went to go refill his plate or whatever, and the guy looked at me and says, well, he treats you way different than me. Well, yeah, because I looked at him, I said, because I'm a cop. You're not yet. Just because you got hired and got a badge, that don't make you a cop yet. He knows me. He knows my work ethic. I earned that respect. It's not given for working next to somebody. No. My job performance and the time I put in, I had earned their respect. You just don't give it like this guy's saying. Just like everybody gets a fucking trophy shit. That's the fucking problem.
But a new report released by the Municipal Police Training Committee, or MPTC, found an environment at the East Falmouth Police Training Academy that was hazardous for recruits. In one incident, student officers were asked to stand in a freezing parking lot while cruisers blared their lights and sirens and played Metallica-style music.
So one of their complaints is they were made to stand in a parking lot while the sirens were on and loud music was playing, and it was cold. That could happen on a job. You might be outside for hours. You might have to be out directing traffic at a fucking crime scene or a crash or something like that for hours in the fucking cold, in the fucking rain, sirens blasting, fucking people, just distractions everywhere, and you got to keep your head together. Oh, I'm sorry, that hurt your leg. You know what? Nobody made you do nothing, fucking recruit. If you don't like it and it's too hard for you, fucking quit. Walk out the door. You don't need to wear a badge. If fucking loud music and cold and sirens are bothering you that much, you don't need a badge on your fucking chest, okay? Walk out the door. Nobody's forcing you to be there.
The report states officers were made to do burpees and army crawls in 32-degree weather while instructors pushed their faces into the ground. 2 students were sent to the hospital. In yet another incident, student officers were told to soak themselves with water bottles in freezing weather and not allowed to use the bathroom.
No, because that could not happen. You couldn't get soaking wet at work and be in a place where you have nowhere to piss or anything like that. Like, that could happen too. It's miserable. It's fucking freezing. You know what? I was fucking miserable the other day. Last Sunday morning, had to go fucking work a parade. When I left my house at 7 o'clock in the morning, it was fucking pouring down fucking rain. And guess what? I was on a motorcycle, okay? Pouring fucking rain. It was miserable. It's part of the job. But no, that's bullying. It's mean. They pushed my face in the mud. Like, that would never happen. A bad guy will never do nothing mean to you. Yeah, it's better than Billy says, better than Taylor Swift music. You got that fucking right. Yeah, like I said, nobody made them do it. They didn't have to. They didn't have to stay. They weren't in prison. They weren't chained in the ground. They could have fucking got up and rang that fucking bell. Quit. Leave. Maybe that's the point of them trying to do it, to weed out the pussies. Instead, they bow down to the weak. That's what you got to have working on your streets.
McGee says this would never be considered appropriate training.
So, going back 30 plus years, we would never conduct ourselves as a staff in these ways.
In a statement released today,
he was probably a DEI hire.
Colonel Rick Rathbun, the executive director of the MPTC, said the misconduct at the East Falmouth Academy was unacceptable and inconsistent with our mission and core values. We acted decisively to suspend those responsible, revoke instructor certifications as warranted, and implement reforms to strengthen oversight. We know the Academy's director, coordinator, and 5 staff instructors have been fired. Louisa Moeller, WBZ News.
So what they do, they fire the people that are trying to make good cops, is what they do. So in Massachusetts, guess all your new cops are going to be a bunch of pussies. Because when they get out there, I don't want to work with somebody that the first time they get punched in the fucking face is on a scene with me and we're fighting somebody or fighting several people, and it's the first time they get punched in the face. And they don't know how they're going to react because they never felt it before, because it hurts. Or it's cold. Or it's loud music. People cussing at you. Calling you a fucking fat pig, your mom sucks dicks, and your dad eats ass and all kind of shit. Oh, they're bullying me. I'm going to go tell my boss. I'm going to tell my sergeant they're bullying me on the streets. But no, let's like I said, everybody gets a trophy. That's what's wrong with it now. That's why you see these younger cops, a lot of these younger cops, they get hurt, or they getting other people hurt because of it. This ain't a game, people. This ain't a game. I mean, I just had a good friend of mine get murdered by a piece of shit dirtbag. Trust me, this ain't a game. Had another friend of mine, we did, Caleb, on the motorcycle, got ran over. It's not a game out here. It's life and death. Yeah, the job can be fun, but it's dangerous. And these fucking woke, they hiring these pussy people that gonna cry and complain, bullying, and it's hard, and it's this and that. Really? And that's what you're gonna put on the streets. To work a dangerous job, play a dangerous game, life and death situation game. That's who you want protecting you. Yes, Roy, the mentally ill are running the institution. And unfortunately, Massachusetts seems like they're running the academies also. So let me go on with that. I can just keep going on because that one pissed me off. This next one, we're going to some of these two people, these neighbors. This is neighborly love. I'm glad. That's why I don't live in a subdivision, because you get people that are like in subdivisions, your people are right on top of each other. Fucking houses, 20 feet apart or something like that. However it is, and they're so close. You can hear you can smell your neighbor's shit when they take a shit in their bathroom, and then what happens is what happens when you get somebody to move in next to you? Well, that's not good, is it? When somebody moves in next to you and you don't like them. You don't like them. And then what happened? Then you're stuck with them. They're right there next to you. So this is a neighbor dispute. Neighborly love. So let's jump into that video.
Abuse and harsh treatment at
a terrible relationship between two neighbors right now. These neighbors have called police hundreds of times on each other, and they both have restraining orders out on each other as well. As Fox 9's Karen Scullin reports, this feud has something that just is hard to resolve. It sounds confusing, emotional, and dangerous.
Rolling out a giant nutcracker has become routine for Juan Salas. This is the
on this little driveway right here, they got a line. I guess it's a property line. And it says safe zone here, no crackheads. I can't read the other one, but I'm taking this is on his side that he has the nutcracker on his side, and this is on the other side. This is probably some kind of was a shared driveway, which is always a bad idea.
Stream that I had to go to. In fact, he says it's all his crack horse signs directed at his neighbor that he says got her to stop harassing him.
After I wrote this because she kept on parking there and her friend, it stopped. Everything has stopped.
Needless to say, she is offended by the accusation.
She don't look like a crack whore. Crack whores are usually really skinny. And I mean, she's not fat, but she's not skinny. I would have made reference, if I was the neighbor and arguing with her, I wouldn't call her a crack whore. I'd have made reference to her large forehead. I noticed she has a very, very big, that forehead. That's all I see is that forehead.
Do you use crack?
I do not. I've never done drugs in my life.
To be clear, both claim harassment by the other.
The police are on their way anyway, so.
Both have restraining orders and both offered up videos and pictures to show the other one's alleged harassment, like Salas shoveling snow in a costume, videotaping her, or shining bright lights at her property.
They continuously come after me and antagonize me.
I mean, I don't know nothing about this woman. I don't know nothing about the other people. I can see her just being a whiny bitch, and the other people might just be assholes too. But yeah, I mean, but they live by each other, so then you fucking what you gonna do? And you got a fucking shared driveway. Jesus Christ!
And then there's Kyle hanging an ICE flag.
I mean, you got things calling her a crack whore, and they want you to be deported by ICE. I mean, fair is fair.
Says because he's Mexican, or throwing roadkill in his yard, sitting in chairs in odd places, or throwing spikes on his property.
If my son walks on these, they're sharp. It would definitely hurt you. our cars getting punctured.
And so you see the back and forth between the people living in these two homes. The source of the battle is that shared driveway where both have a stake. It's been there for at least 35 years. Salas has painted the actual property line himself. But there is one thing both Salas and Kyle can agree on, is that police aren't doing their job.
It's a civil matter, okay? What y'all need to do is get a fucking attorney. If that's property line, it's property line. You got to park somewhere else or something. Unless y'all got some kind of right-of-way shit pre-drawn up in there. But, I mean, the only thing cops are there is to keep you from breaking the fucking law. Attacking each other, killing each other and shit like that. So, but it's always the cops' fault, right? It's not you two motherfuckers that can't get along. Two grown-ass people that can't get along.
But that is a tough sell. In just 1 year, there have been 232 calls for service to these two properties.
That's almost a call every other day or more than that. 232 calls in 1 year to the same fucking play. And 260 hours the police have spent at this location. 260 hours they have wasted at this place because of these people.
And there has been 260 hours of on-scene patrol officer time.
To put that into perspective, that's more calls for service than we've had at Valley Fair this year. It's more calls for service than we've had at our hospital. If you take our two largest apartment complexes with over 400 units combined, that is more calls for service than we have in those apartment complexes combined.
But there's more. 99 reports have been written up that usually do not result in charges. Kyle has sent 465 emails to city staff on the issue. And then there's time spent by prosecutors, judges, and other court staff on all the complaints. All of this costing taxpayers tens of thousands of dollars.
This is, without question, a colossal waste of resources and taxpayer dollars right now. And they don't seem to care.
It is an epic mess. Each blocks the driveway at different times, making the other mad. For Salas, that's the only way to access his property. Kyle does have alley access.
It's a very difficult angle to get into my garage going through that direction. And I also have a boat that's currently gone that's parked here. And so the best angle for me to get in and out of my property really is through that easement driveway, and that is also a part of my property.
The answer seems pretty simple. Just stop all the harassment and try to get along, right?
I would love to get along with them. I would love for them to go in peace.
To go in peace. They live next door to you. Bring them some tamales and fucking have a peace officer, and I don't fucking know.
You go your way, I go my way.
There's no sharing. She already proved that.
We're at a point where unless we haul the other person off in handcuffs, the other party is not going to be satisfied.
And for police, there's always a concern this all escalates. But as they point out, this is really a civil matter. Something has to be figured out with the
What did I say in the beginning?
driveway, as both own a portion of it. And it's pretty clear they will likely never get along. The chief saying there are a lot of people.
Civil matters are a bitch. Cops hate hearing the word call. That's a civil matter because nobody's going to be happy because there's nothing legally we can do about it without a court order. Recently, was it yesterday? Went to a college school and this lady was there wanting this car that her and her now ex-boyfriend bought together. She was the co-signer, but they're both on the registration. Well, the ex-girlfriend wants the car. We looked at her and said, do you have the keys? And she's like, well, no, I don't have a set of keys for it. I don't know where they're at. Well, so I said, well, if you had keys for it, I couldn't stop you from taking it because you're also an owner of your car. But I can't go make the other person give you the keys. The problem is this whole civil matter is because she co-signed for who's now the ex. Well, he's got the new woman driving the car. Old woman's pissed off about it. That's all it is. It's civil matter. She was pissed off. I said, man, I don't know what we can do. I mean, if you get the keys and take it, I mean, I can't charge you with stealing or stop you from taking it. But I can't make her give you the key. Other than that, you need to get a lawyer or fucking, I don't know, get it repoed or something like that. But I mean, it's nothing we can do. Yes, Billy says these people are going to end up on a true crime podcast. It sounds like it. Stacey says, I'm not going to lie. I definitely used the Mexican nationality against him and how he's not called her out on her 5-hair forehead. It says, I give the old man a year of free blowjob. Roy, why don't you go talk to him? I'm sure, I don't know if he swings like that, but if you'd like to give that old man blowjobs, you're welcome to. She got gussied up for TV. Yeah, that one picture they showed of her with no makeup on was quite scary, Stacey. You were correct. That's why I don't live in a subdivision. I got acreage. I'm not going to do it. Next, we got some shoplifters. Shoplifters, we know we're getting bolder and bolder. These shoplifters are dangerous. Oh, no, his neighbor. I thought you wanted to give the man a blowjob. Excuse me. I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. These shoplifters are getting more and more violent because, you know, shoplifting is a right.
That water is live at the Basket in West Bridgewater, where all of this went down, John.
Now, I will say this, is I'm a proponent of men hitting women, but I'm going to tell you right now, if a woman walks up to me, like in this situation, and punches me or hits me in the face like that, once you have crossed that line and you won't fight me like a man, I'm going to knock the fucking shit out of you. Don't come at me and start hitting me like that. I don't think I'm just going to take it like this man did. I'd have laid this bitch out. I'm just telling you right now. Some bitch walking to me and hit me like this, closed fisted in the face like that, I'm going to lay this bitch out. That's what should have happened. This bitch should have been laid out on the concrete. And this stupid little bitch over here, she must think it's funny or something, or I don't know, ate something sour.
Well, Maria, police say that those women walked out of the store here with lobster and steak, but they didn't get far. Officers arrested them out here in the parking lot.
And this is before EBT's even been shut down. Come on now. You already stealing this shit? And ain't even shut the stamps off?
Cell phone video shows two women berating and attacking workers Sunday evening as stunned shoppers stare in disbelief.
That's crazy. Oh, nah.
Others watching the combative confrontation can't understand it.
I'm speechless because doesn't matter the reason, is not supposed to act like that.
Investigators say the women deliberately slipped higher-priced food like lobster, ribeye steaks, and truffle butter in blue bags while they were checking out. And police say when workers confronted them about not paying for the items, the women started...
Them two fat bitches would have been rolling around on the floor, unconscious. They had to call the ambulance. Call the boo-boo bus. Because I done knocked that bitch out. That bitch doesn't, especially if it's on video, the bitch hit me first. No, I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to knock their fat asses out. She's going to realize she's going to know what it feels like to get punched. She's going to feel like she's back at home with her husband.
Attacking them and yelling racial slurs.
People are shoplifting. They're getting beat up for trying to stop the people. That's not fair to them. I mean, it's really messed up.
Police arrested Olivia and Regine Bird in the parking lot. The sisters are now facing charges, including assault and battery. Other shoppers say they have sympathy for the workers who are dedicated to their jobs.
I just see them work hard over here.
They went and assaulted people in a...
It's like, oh, we're not stealing like necessities either. We're stealing fucking lobster and fucking truffle butter and fucking steak. We're not stealing because we hungry and we're just trying to feed ourselves or our children, which would be like bologna or fucking shit like that. No, you stealing fucking shit that I can't fucking afford to buy, and I work every day for a living. That person,
or in public, that's not all right.
For them, look like from them pictures, they had no
those workers, thankfully,
on.
they were not seriously hurt, and those two sisters were released from custody as the case against them
moves
forward.
Go figure. Released from custody.
In West Bridgewater tonight.
He didn't say bonded out. He said released from custody. That's why they keep doing this shit, because there's no fucking consequences for their action, and they know it. No, that ain't, well, I don't know if that's weeds or not. That one is bad. She had that nose. If you look real close, she got that nose ring
thing. The sisters are now facing charges, including...
I said, I don't condone hitting women, like wife abusers and domestic violence. But like I said, you're a woman, you come come at somebody like that, you come at a man like that, you start swinging at me like that, I'm not going to sit there and take it. I'm going to hit you back, and you're not going to like how that feels. Because you might think you Billy Badass or whatever, or, you know, you might end up with a broke jaw or some shit like that, which both of them fat bitches deserved. Next, we're going to, this one's actually sad, you know, but welcome to New York, Billy. I know you're not in the city though. This is New York, you know, the big crapple. That's what I call it. And they're about to elect a fucking socialist communist as mayor over there. That's really going to do great. And, you know, who already wanted to defund the police. And you got shit like that.
Judd Atwater is live at the Basket in West Bridgewater.
And I don't know why this ain't all over national news.
Stabbed to death right in front of her boyfriend. Good to be with you here at 5. I'm Gilma Avalos.
I'm Adam Cooperstein. That attack led to a mother losing her life, and all of it was caught on camera. Here's a look at the video. First, you see an argument in front of a bar. Then the commotion spills out into the sidewalk, and you see that man in the yellow jacket armed with a knife. That's who police are looking for. Tonight, we are hearing from the grieving boyfriend who was just trying to protect his girlfriend from that guy. News 4's Jessica Cunnington live in Kingsbridge where it all unfolded. Jess.
Yeah, Adam and Gilma, that boyfriend, he didn't want to be identified. He is in mourning right now, along with a lot of people here in the Bronx and in the community that she lived in. He says that it went from just a normal, wonderful night out together to tragedy.
You know, in New York, Billy says 6 hours ain't far enough away, Billy. You know, New York is very hard to own a gun. You have a license to fucking own a gun, even just in your house, basically, if I understand right. But it's very difficult to own a gun inside the city of New York. But it's so safe, right? No, they just get fucking knives and stab people. I mean, what that Russian girl? She just got stabbed to death on a fucking train or whatever. I mean, we're gun free. We want to get rid of guns. You know what happens when people have guns? Good people have guns. Motherfuckers like that won't get away with doing shit like that because somebody would have took his ass out, took him out. But no, now we got stabbing deaths like crazy.
And death that happened right here on this Bronx sidewalk. 1 minute she was here, the next she was gone. This is how loved ones want to remember Pamela Almonte Cabrera, a good friend, a mother to 3 children who just turned 35 last month.
She took care of her kids, hardworking. She was the life of the party, there for everybody.
Pamela's boyfriend talked to us with tears streaming down his face and cuts on his hand to remind him of what happened. He said he witnessed the woman he loved get stabbed multiple times. He told us it happened so fast. They were leaving this bar on East Kingsbridge Road around 4 a.m. yesterday when an argument turned deadly. He doesn't know exactly how it started on the walk outside, but he says Pamela told him a man seen here in a yellow jacket disrespected her. Surveillance video shows many people were outside when he says it got out of control. He said he tried to intervene, then saw the man had a knife and tried to pull her away. In the commotion, he says he was cut. She reacted and moved towards the guy, and that's when she was stabbed multiple times. Surveillance video shows the chaos. The man in yellow walking away, acting erratic. Moments later, hopping on a moped and driving away. He says he walked away with Pamela the other way when all of a sudden she collapsed. He tells us he knew she wasn't going to make it. She lost a lot of blood.
She was working. Her daily was make it work for herself here so she can get back to her boys.
Her close friends heartbroken for her daughter who lives here in New York and her 2 young sons in DR. This was where she worked for 3 years as a nail tech on Briggs Avenue in the Bronx. People who knew her stopping by to write messages and light a candle in her honor. Those who loved her just want justice now.
Nosotros lo que queremos es justicia. What's going on with humanity? Like, there is no respect.
Her family members in DR making their way right now here to the Bronx and to New York City to deal with all of this and to mourn together with all the people who loved her here. That surveillance video you just saw, well, it's in the hands of detectives. It is part of this homicide investigation. Police say the suspect they're looking for is about 5'10" and was last seen wearing...
That's who he is out there, I'm sure, I guess. Anyway, hold on, Jennifer. And seems like a lot of people over there that don't speak English. Pretty sure to be a citizen here, you got to be able to speak the language. But anyway, I mean, I feel sorry for the guy that his girlfriend died, but that's New York for you. In big blue cities, they about to put a socialist, communist in fucking order there. Just hold on to your hats on that one. It's going to be a shit show. Yeah, I don't know how they let him leave. Jennifer, I have a lot of liquor. Most of it's all whiskey or bourbon. Yeah, just a male. They got a fucking video and picture of him. Drove off on a fucking scooter, moped. Anyway, well, you can catch me in New York, especially the city. This next one, Jared Nitrous sent it in to us. This is 2025. COVID's over. I don't understand some of these places still having like Zoom court and stuff like that. It's just fucking lazy to me. Make people come to court. Then you don't have shit like this happening.
Right in front of her boyfriend. Good to be with you here at 5.
Please, this honorable court, Katanisha Reed, on behalf of Nikisha Lee, who is present via Zoom.
Make these motherfuckers. No, she's not in court. Nobody's in fucking court.
Ms. Lee, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nikisha Lee.
Day, date, and time set for a trial is Officer Jackson here. He was.
I think he might be in the breakout room.
I'll pull him out. All right. Ms. Lee, my understanding, you want to bail yourself to the offer?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand, please.
How you gonna have to me? Then you gonna have a trial? You don't have to misdemeanor me over fucking Zoom? Really?
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Officer Jackson, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Officer Jackson.
Officer Jackson needs to learn his camera angles. If y'all notice, Officer Jackson ain't got no motherfucking pants on. Got underwear or shorts on. His fucking shirt. But look, that's skin. He ain't no fucking pants on. Jesus.
Badge number 3919 out of the 12th precinct.
All right.
He got an alternate camera, Judge.
You got some pants on, officer?
So they're in the.
I think he was about to say they were in the washing machine, and he just decides not to do the excuse and say no, sir.
No, sir.
And why are you so late?
Because I have a paper right here that shows my court started at 1 o'clock, but then when I called,
Now she's straight up fucking lying.
right here.
It said she shows the paper,
right here.
which they blur stuff out, but it says on the paper she shows and the judge sees it. It says 9 o'clock.
It looks like I saw 9 a.m.
I had 1 o'clock on one of those papers.
You just showed me a paper, Miss Outerbridge.
That's why you should have this real court. Make people come to the courthouse. This bitch walking around her house, fucking washing dishes and shit. Cop sitting there in his fucking skivvies. Come on.
that
Yes, I
said you
did. Right.
dishonorably.
So when I called,
No, we can't.
She got a whole fucking jar of peanut. She made her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with fucking court.
Talk at the same time.
well, I apologize for being late. You, excuse me.
Stop.
Are
Ms.
you?
Otterbridge, you need to
You
get
asked
put
me a
out, okay?
question. I'm
I
just trying
know.
to answer it.
I know. Put whatever you're trying to prepare
I'm
down.
trying to feed my daughter.
And she got her put her daughter in there. I love how these motherfuckers try to fucking use their kids as an excuse. I gotta feed my daughter. Bitch, you should have fed her before you had court. You knew you had court. Yeah, no pants, making fucking peanut butter. But yeah, where the baby daddy at?
Get your coat. You gotta put your properly dressed on.
I am properly dressed. I have on a t-shirt. I am properly dressed.
She got a robe wrapped around her.
It's the problem, sir. I'm not even doing that. You asked me a question. I'm answering. My daughter is sick. I had to keep her home from school. I'm just trying to feed her. That is it.
Excuses. Victimhood mentality.
But you're in court.
Ms. Otterbridge, I'm sorry.
No, technically she's not in court. She's at her fucking house because y'all don't have real court. This is on Zoom. This is what the fuck you get when you do this shit.
Your daughter is sick. But again, you're in court, okay? And we're going to treat it as such. I asked you.
Okay, I'm properly dressed.
No, don't talk while you talk.
I have on clothes. I have. I have on clothes.
Fine, Ms. Otterbridge.
I have on clothes.
Till she later apologized. It's hard for moms out here. You should try being a pimp. I heard it's hard for them out there too. But yeah, this is what you get. Why aren't they just having regular court? It's lazy. It's lazy on everybody's part. The judge ought to make everybody come to court. So that's what she needs. So that's all the ones we have for tonight. Like I said, I'll have to call and talk to Holstera later. Like I said, unfortunately, his dog got ran over and must have got out the fence because he doesn't have it properly fenced off. My hot nut for the night is the Massachusetts Police Academy people. Not the ones that did their job, the ones that got rid of them. Yeah, Judge being disrespectful. Can't believe you're going to interrupt her in her peanut butter jelly sandwich. But my thing is the Police Academy, Massachusetts Police Academy, for wanting to make pussy cops. That's my hot note. Who y'all voting for? Do. On that. I don't know if y'all went back and listened on the podcast part itself. I put up Charles Riley's 3 episodes. And I did a short when I talked about, him a little bit on my part also. So if that's only on the audio, you'll have to go to Apple, Spotify, or something like that. So if you want to listen to Charles, stuff like that. So we got 2 for the Academy, 1 for the shoplifters. So, but yeah, y'all go listen to it. I mean, there was much better times back then. So some of y'all probably done forgot that we just started out as just a regular podcast, and I still do just audio episodes. Y'all go check it out. It looks like the police are winning it. We're going to give it to them. The Massachusetts Police Academy people want to make pussy cops.
What a fucking dumbass. Hot nut, your mom should have swallowed you. You are a fucking hot nut. A true fucktard. Hot nut, your dad will be disappointed.
No, Roy. Stacy voted the same as the man.
Your brain is made of nuts.
That'd be me. How you? So, unfortunately, I mean, it's the times we're in. A lot of these woke places having woke police academies. So,
Hot Nut gets the crew excited, as you can see. Be happy, it's all
yes. Still do the audios. Yeah. I interviewed a guy a couple of weeks ago. About to interview another one. I don't know why that keeps doing that. I had it plugged in. But anyway, as the low battery thing is in my face for some reason. I can't even look around it. There, look, I'm peeking around it right there. Let's hope Holstera has a better evening. Losing his dog. I got some more interviews coming up. Go check it out. Check out the Patreon. I know I ain't putting that out in a while. I'm about to put some more stuff on there. Other than that, everybody be safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. Remember, there's no sheepdogs around here. We're all fucking lions. We're predators. Take care of your pride. Take care of your own. Be safe until next week. Or if I get hair up my ass and decide to do an extra one.
Hope y'all were entertained at your laughs. If you were offended, fuck off. The crew hopes to see you back next week. Same time, same place, bring a friend to fold. We are the lions, kings of the jungle. We don't take no shit. Were you offended by the podcast? Too much cursing, not PC enough? Well, fuck your feelings.